Alright guys, in this video we're going to talk about my Smith Lake tournament. We're going to go over the practice. We're going to see some fish catches of the practice and the tournament. And then I'll explain how we were catching them and what we were catching them on. So let's go catch some fish.
Or, you know, so one just flat out quit, and I think because like she wanted to be up front and she needed her. There we go. Finally somebody got one.
Yeah, a big one, I don't think.
Yeah, looks like it's going pretty good. Yeah. You want the netting? Oh, nice spot. I think that's in the slot though.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Hell, he might be 12 inches.
Nah, he's about 13 and a half, 14.
Which I'm kind of surprised by the way the wind's blowing, because they said, but we're in these damn mountains.
Yeah. So the north, it does seem to be coming kind of out of the north.
There's one. That's a big one too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he thumped it.
Get the net.
We'll see.
Oh yeah, that's the one they want. Oh, that's a large enough. Are you sure? Yeah. It's a healthy spot. Able to do it, believe it or not. Hallelujah.
There he is. Yeah.
They own that dock, huh? Is he going to keep? Is he another? Oh yeah, it's enough. 12 and a half. Excellent. Swimbait, huh? Yep. Very nice. Underspin is just ball. There he is. Little turd burglar.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
I've seen color.
Is he 12 though? I think so. He's pretty. It's cold too.
Oh, well.
That's why I'm losing them.
Yeah, your fish wasn't as fat as mine this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how this tournament can go. Let's see everybody. No one?
Yep.
Good one?
Tell he's running all over the place. Not quite as good. Yeah, this is, I don't know, it might be 12. Nope, I don't know. 11 and a half?
Nothing, no, he wouldn't help us.
Yeah, enough to know that ain't calling nothing. We'll tell you that finally, and it's like, pulling dry. Oh, this bank looks good. I don't know how deep, does it look like it stays pretty deep?
Well, we're in 30, and it just kind of 45's up.
Oh, yeah, it's fish. Oh, no, this is a good one. Okay. Maybe not that good. Let's get up in here. He's gonna be in the slot, I think. Yeah, that's a slot fish. He's about 14 and a half. Boom.
He's solid. 13, nope, 14 and a quarter. No, I think that's good.
Is that big? Wow, he's so close to it.
Probably.
Is he gonna keep? Well, he ain't gonna help him. No, he's gonna be slot fish about 13 and a half.
Good.
Nah, he's not that big. Slot, I think. He might be long and skinny enough to bump one of the little ones.
All right, guys. So that's practice. We had 3 overs and 2 unders, and so if you don't know, Smith Lake has a slot limit. So 13 to 15 inch slot limit. So anything under 13 inches is good to keep. Anything over 15 inches is good to keep. So we had 2 right at, I'm gonna say they were like 12 and 7/8. Like, I don't know, we probably could have thrown them in the live well. If we were throwing them in the live well, they might have relaxed and hit the 13 inch mark. That's how close they were. So you got those 2 and then 3 overs, and we ended up with, 8-ish. It was over 8 pounds. I can't remember correctly. It wasn't too much over 8 pounds. I'm not gonna say it was like 8 and a quarter. It was like right at, 8, a little over 8. So, but, running around like we did, I felt pretty good about that. We fished a lot of different things and had that weight. So it wasn't too bad, especially not beating anything up. You were like, look at this. Oh, let's go over here. Look at this. Let's go over here. Look at this. So feeling pretty good. So we caught 3 on the hump. That was pretty much the first place we went, and it was basically humps with brush on them and bait. So we scanned, saw some brush, saw some herring, balls of herring around, and started catching some fish. We actually caught 2 overs there and an under. Didn't get the second over. I might have messed up. I messed up not turning off. I think my wife was calling around that time. It was some stuff going on, but so we had, good. We didn't even beat that up. We kind of left, and then, but I think if we would stay there, we would caught a lot of good fish. The second place, 2 fish you saw me catch them skipping. Basically, I was skipping a swim bait up under the docks and reeling them out, and caught 2. I think that's where those 2 right at 13 inchers came from. And then the rest of the time we were fishing points and brush, and little, the step downs on the points, and that's where we caught 4 more. So that's how we were catching them in practice. Feeling pretty good. So let's go and see what happens in the tournament. Oh, yes. 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 Please don't be a strapper. Please don't be a strapper. Yes! Whoa! I want him in big one.
You got a big one. It's at least 3.5, 3.25 maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Talks like this. He's throwing a net rig. I was throwing a whacker rig.
What, just getting it down to him?
Well, they weren't that far down. They were kind of suspended on the dock with chilies.
Ready?
One little slotfish, maybe. Real close. I think he's in the slot. Unless he can be just a touch under 13.
No, he's going to be over.
What is he?
He's 14 and a half. There we go. B15.
I don't think so. Yeah.
He's about 14.
$13 and a half.
14. All right, guys. So that was tournament. It wasn't good. I think we had 4 6 something pounds. So 4.6 something pounds, and we didn't do good. We did get big fish though. So that 3.5 pounder gave us big fish. So that was good. That basically gave us money back for the tournament, which I kind of put on Pickwick, paid for the next tournament, which is Pickwick. Well, a little bit of history right quick. So, because you didn't really see it in the tournament. So the week of the tournament, old Mother Nature decided to throw a curveball. Up here in Alabama, we had a tornado outbreak. The first of a couple already this spring of tornado outbreaks, and dumped a ton of rain into the system. Well, Smith Lake is a deep, clear impoundment, and when you take you take clear impoundment and you just dump a ton of rain, you get mud. You get mud and you get debris. We actually ended up changing the tournament from Smith Lake Dam to Smith Lake Park, opposite end of the lake, to be able to fish. And it was still flooded. Like, you could only use one dock to get in the water. Debris, the ramp was covered with debris, which hurt us. Like getting in, I actually didn't get in. We didn't get in the water until after launch. We barely got in, and we saw everybody taking off, so then we just kind of went after everybody took off. I got a question, guys. Leave in the comments. Do y'all think Mother Nature throws y'all a curveball when you're gonna have a tournament? Because I swear, it seems like if I got a tournament going on Saturday, something's happening that week. We're gonna have a cold front. We're gonna have a ton of rain. Something's gonna happen and change all the conditions where I've been catching them and feel pretty good about. That's just how it is. Felt that way for a while. So leave a comment down below. And if you haven't already, guys, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Leave a like if you like the video. Again, leave a comment down below if you got any questions, or if you think Mother Nature throws curveballs at you. When you think you got it figured out, she's gonna throw a curveball and mess you up. And just let me know. And guys, I know, like, there's like a 90% of you guys that watch my videos that are subscribed. So if you watch 1 or 2 videos, go down and hit the subscribe button. That way you can come back, find some more. So I much appreciate it. So let's get back to the tournament. I told you the conditions, how bad it was. We ended up going all the way to where we wanted to fish, which was on the opposite side of the lake. Before I get the camera set up, Boomer catches a 12-incher, which felt pretty good. So there we go. We got our first fish in the box. I ain't even got the camera set up. Feeling pretty good. And then Mother Nature decides to blow. And I'm talking about she starts blowing water big time. So everywhere we wanted to fish was pretty much too much wind. And, you know, I'm talking about rollers. Trying to stay on it. Couldn't do it. We didn't make any adjustments. It was a long time before we made adjustments. And when we finally made adjustments, we caught fish. We caught that 3.5 pounder, which I saw active target. And I'll talk more about my active target in upcoming videos. So make sure you subscribe. Again, make sure you subscribe. So caught that fish, saw it come up and get it on active target. Moved around, caught a bunch of slot fish, couldn't get nothing going. And again, we ended up with 4.6 something pounds. I think the winner had 10 pounds, 10, 11 pounds. Just wasn't a good day. We did end up getting big fish money again, paid for a Pickwick tournament. So let's kind of break down or go over the baits and gear for practice and the tournament, what we caught fish on. So Boomer, he caught fish on a guppy head and a 2.8 Keitech and also a Shakeyhead. So he's a good shaky hitter. So I'll try to leave the fairy wand stuff up to him, but I was ended up throwing a lot of fairy wands here. So that's what he caught fish on. What I caught fish on, guys, was a Scottsboro tackle, 3-inch Scottsboro tackle. This is not the color. This is just one that I had rigged up. I'm out of the color that I was catching them on. I was catching them on STC Shad. It's just hard to get, you know, 3-inch Scottsboro tackles. It takes a lot for Tim to pour these. A lot of work goes into pouring these. Like more work than it takes to pour a 5-inch, just because these are so small and getting the detail. That's why I really like them though. They catch fish. So a Hellfire, 1/4 ounce Hellfire, Scottsboro tackle, Hellfire jig head. That's what I caught fish on. When I was throwing, you know, just not an underspin. This, and actually this with this ball head, I can skip this up under docks really well. And that's how I caught a couple fish. For that ball head, I was throwing the Ark Tharp series. This is the Meterman, so it's a 7-foot medium, extra fast. Throwing it on a Daiwa Fuego. The braid is 20-pound braid. I want to say this is 10-pound fluoro. That's something I was playing with too. But that's that setup. Also threw this, and this is what I caught a lot of my bigger fish and slot fish. So the bigger fish that I caught and the 3.5 pounder came on this. So it's a 3.3 inch Keitech, and I want to say it's electric shad is the color. And it is on a Ledgehead lures, Tennessee River Bling. So it's an underspin. This is literally my favorite underspin to throw. Catch a lot of fish on this setup. I switched this out with a 3-inch Scottsboro tackle but this catches me a lot of actually bigger fish, bigger smallmouth. Love this on Tennessee River. So here's the bait that I was catching, or I caught the 3.5 pounder on. I was throwing it on because I was hoping to catch bigger fish. I was throwing it on this. This is my the Ark Invoker Pro. It is a 7.4 medium heavy regular action rod. So it's got a lot of give to it. It really keeps fish pinned when they hit the swim bait. So I really like, this is my swim bait rod. The reel is a Daiwa Tatula LT long cast, and I have 14-pound fluorocarbon, and I want to say it's a Suffix Advanced fluorocarbon is what's on it now. So that's basically my swim bait setup, especially when I'm throwing a lot of the 4.5 true bass. That's what I throw them on, especially in current. I seem to catch a lot of fish in current on that. So that's my 2 swim bait setups. The only other thing I really threw and caught fish on was a Shakeyhead, and this is my setup for my Shakeyhead, which is a Ark Invoker Pro. Let's see, what is it? 7.1 extra fast medium action rod. I paired it with a Tatula LT spinning reel. Again, 20-pound test braid, 8-pound test fluorocarbon. This was not the color worm I was throwing, but it is one of the worms that I like to throw. So this was, I have it on a 1/4 ounce. That is a Picasso jig head. And then the worm that I was throwing, which is one of those, is a Riot probe finesse worm. I caught it on a watermelon rind. My 3 good go-to colors is this watermelon rind, and if you want to get a good look at it, it's a dark watermelon, a light watermelon with some red flake, and black and red flake. And guys, I got a code. So look down in the bottom, Wildman Bud for anything Riot. You can go to their website, riotbaits.com. Use my code and get, I want to say it's 15% off. So use my code, get some good baits. So that is my setup for what I caught fish on, basically practice and the tournament. Again, guys, tournament didn't go great. Didn't make changes. It's on me and not making changes. So guys, if you haven't already, go down and hit the subscribe button, especially if you like hook sets, how-tos, and reviews. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and that's it. Let's go try to figure something out. We got a tournament next, or a couple weeks for Pickwick, so we're going to try to figure it out. Got to get better. It's awesome catching a fish, a big fish, to make some money, but we got to make some bigger money. So until next time, guys, stay safe, tight lines, and we'll see you on the water.